Hey everybody, I'm really excited today. Today I'm going to be getting on a plane for the very first time and going outside of the country, going to Israel with a church group, a couple of churches groups actually. And so I'm really excited. And I also wanted to point out that I'm using my brand new GoPro. I got a GoPro for the first time, a Hero Black 7. And so I'm probably going to be using a mixture of the GoPro and my phone. I'm really excited and I can't wait to share with you guys all the adventure of Israel. So stay tuned. Good morning from Jerusalem.
Good morning.
It's our first day on our Israel adventure. So let's see what all kind of different places we're going to see today.
Green, it's all green.
Yeah.
When it's ripe, it turns into color of brown. When you break it and eat it, it has a chocolate base. So this is called carob or locust.
That double archway is the eastern gate where Jesus rode through on the donkey. It's amazing.
Before they put them in the prison, they used to punish them. You can see holes and holes on the sides. Here where they stripped the prisoners and they hanged them and they beaten them. And 2 holes in the ground here. 1 hole was used for salt and water, and 1 hole was used for vinegar. Vinegar is supposed to bring the person back to righteousness. So when they beat the prisoners, they put salt and water on their wounds, and then vinegar. That's what they used to do for the prisoners. We don't know if they did that to Jesus or not. We know they kept him here with the prisoners. Maybe they did the same thing. Maybe they beat him, they stripped him. So then, after they punished him here, they put him in the prison. The dungeon room, the prison, has steps halfway. They used to drop the prisoners by rope down to the bottom, and when they lift them up outside the dungeon room, they lift them up by ropes to outside the room. Here in the middle where the guards they used to stand, look through the window, watch the prisoners.
By day I cry out, at night I clamor in your presence. Let my prayers come before you, incline your ears to my call for help. For my soul is so filled with trouble, and my life drawn near to the nails of the world. I am numbered with those who go down into the pit. I am a man without strength.
Who you remember no longer, and who are you cut off from your care? You have plunged me into the bottom of the pit, into the dark abyss.
When the evening was come, there came a rich man of Arimathea named Joseph, who also himself was Jesus' disciple. He went to Pilate and begged the body of Jesus. Then Pilate commanded the body to be delivered. And when Joseph had taken the body, he wrapped it in a clean linen cloth and laid it in his own tomb, which he had hewn out of the rock, and rolled a great stone to the door of the sepulchre and departed. And there was Mary Magdalene and the other Mary sitting over against the sepulchre.
Brother Campbell had asked me if I would do this, and Jackie and I were preparing along a certain vein, and last night after I laid down, the Lord just steered me in this direction, and I hope it'll be meaningful to you. But as I laid there, I thought Jesus never did get a proper burial. With all the good he did, he didn't get a proper burial. He didn't get even the respect that a lot of people got. And we do that today in the form of eulogies. We oftentimes will have someone stand up and say, I remember this one. My loved one was so great in this area, but Jesus didn't get that. If you study during his time, the culture was this. If a loved one died and was taken to their burial place, family and friends would take turns carrying the body. They didn't have formal carrying like we do now with pallbearers. It was basically a family member would say, I'll bear the load for a period of time, and then he didn't get that. Another thing that they would do is take dirt, throw it in the air, showing their anguish, and by the time they got to the tomb, they would be dirty and showing that they didn't care about how they looked. They cared that their loved one had passed. And then they would have people who would play the flute. So they'd have music. It would be sad music, so that the mourners, and oftentimes if the people had enough money to hire, they would hire professional mourners that would cry out and wail. But Jesus didn't get any of that. And so as I was laying there, I was thinking, wow, if I was back in that time, I wonder if he would have had a proper burial, maybe there would have been a woman that would have said, I remember him. I had a disease and I was destined to die. Spent all I had. And I touched him. And he healed me. Maybe there was someone else that would have said, well, I was on the hillside. He broke bread and blessed it. I was hungry and he fed me. There may have been another one that said, all that's good, but I was blind. My life was worthless. But he came my way, healed my eyes. And the list could have gone on, but he didn't get that. But today, I wonder if you and I were back in that time and we were doing a eulogy for Jesus, what might we say in a few words?
I'd like to start off by saying he came my way. A dark period in our life when we wanted a baby, a doctor said it couldn't happen. He made it happen and he gave us a miracle baby.
Jesus Christ died on that cross to save me.
Saved me in 2001. That's the decision I had to make.
He miraculously healed my wife of cancer 3 months ago.
I was about 50. Jesus told me, I followed you all your life. Please help me to follow me. And it has made such a difference in my life.
Before him I was nothing. Since him, he's everything.